Alright everybody, welcome back to another Dead by Daylight video. Today's video is going to be about Chucky because that's mostly what I talk about. I say mostly, but whatever. It's what I'm known for at this point. So a viewer wanted me to talk about Insidious Chucky, which is something I actually wanted to talk about for a while. It's just I never really had an excuse, didn't really have enough footage, but I said why not. So Insidious Chucky is not anything super meta, I'm going to say that right now. Obviously, you'd be better running off slowdown or any other like real chase perk. However, I will make the caveat that Chucky is probably the only killer in the game who can properly use Insidious in a chase, and it's not a troll pick. It's not a complete like useless perk. Now, what can you do with Insidious? Now, there is a preface here. If a survivor is very smart and knows exactly how Chucky works, it won't work most of the time. However, I have even gotten people who know how Chucky works with this little trick. Plus, there's other ways you can use it than what I'm about to say. So if you're in a loop that's taller than Chucky and they can't see you, if you stand still for 2 seconds and activate Insidious, you're basically tricking them into thinking you into your power. Now, how can this be utilized? Well, chuck spots are a good way. Anywhere where you can see both sides of the loop, see if they leave or see if they come towards you, it will often freak them out because they think you're in your power, don't know where you are, and will start heading towards you. It works a surprising amount of times. Now, once again, you would be better running slowdown or any other perk that would help you in chase, but that's not to say this won't ever get you hits. The other way to use it is what I'm going to demonstrate now.
Just watch, Chuck.
Now, that was basically a clip on Haddonfield where I was hiding in a bush next to a gen, which is honestly how I think Insidious can be used unironically on other killers in specific situations. But Chucky can actually just sit there next to the gen and just hide. Now, I wasn't right next to the gen. I was hiding in a bush off to the side behind a tree and whatnot, so she couldn't see me there. But having no terror radius obviously made it easier just to pop out of fucking nowhere with slice and dice. And that's the other thing with Insidious doing this, especially at a loop, is this means you're not wasting time for a slice and dice. You already have your full gauge. You have all the time in the world to catch up. And I think that's very valuable with Chucky because it means your downs will be essentially faster. You're not really wasting time getting it or using hidey ho mode to basic what I call prepping the loop, where you make it so they can't see you during the loop and then slice and dice. Now you're letting them leave the loop or go into a certain side and then slice and dicing without wasting a lot of your power gauge. Because sometimes you will have to wait quite a while before you can get the proper slice and dice due to distance, due to some loops being very difficult to flick around and curve into. And yeah, I don't think Insidious is a terrible perk on Chucky at all. I think, like I said, he's probably the only killer who can use it very well, mostly because he has stealth in his kit, but also because he's third person, so he can actually see what the survivor does to capitalize on the effect. Someone like Ghostface is very similar in the sense that he can go undetectable on a moment's notice, but he can't see where the survivors are going afterwards. And that's kind of why it's not good on him. So it's why it's not good on a lot of, I wouldn't even say not good, it's basically useless on most other killers. I think Chucky's third-person camera is the reason why it actually works pretty well. Now, someone else asked me about Beast of Prey. So, we're going to go on a tangent with this. No, it doesn't work. It's not that good. Don't use it. No one's going to think you're in your power while you're chasing them. They'll know based on the knife and, yeah, and the fact that they can see your red stain. Plus, it doesn't really do anything for you. Like, if you're running up on them and they're like, oh, he's in his power, like, it doesn't really do anything. You can't, like, fake slice and dice. Whatever. Don't run Beast of Prey. Just hashtag buff Beast of Prey. Anyways, tell me if you guys know any other weird interactions. Maybe not just on Chucky, but other killers. Maybe there's certain perks that I don't really think about that only work on other killers. Honestly, it's something I want more in this game. I want perks that like don't synergize well with you know certain killers, but really synergize well with others. Yeah, I would yeah. So Insidious and Chucky, try it. I bet you have some fun. I promise. Any case, I love you guys, and bye.